When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Coming out with it, it's Davison. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Throwing more. Coming out aggressively. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Finds a man on the left. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The run inside. It's Hill. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Here's Moore to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, as a quarterback, you know, if you put the ball anywhere near this guy, anywhere in his vicinity with his catch radius and his athleticism, he's going to be able to snag it. They weren't able to hit him in stride, but he bails his quarterback out with an awesome diving catch.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Davison. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Makes the catch. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Here we go. Ready? Check. 95, 96, bridge.
Moore. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Oregon. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football team.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
From the gun on third down, it's Mack. He'll pull it down and run. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. They'll run for it. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Got a man. It's Davison. Runs through a man. He might have space. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how big.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's dragged down.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
There are bitter disappointments in life, and this would be one of them. If you have to try a field goal after getting the ball in this field position, 3rd and goal.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Fourth down, Moore. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Ducks. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Russell. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this. Breaks into the open. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
And this is exactly what happens when you don't keep a fast quarterback in the pocket. Man, you got to keep him inside that tackle box. Don't let him dance. Don't rush upfield. A lot of times that's the responsibility of the defensive lineman, because now you see, now the linebackers, the secondary, everybody's chasing him, and he has the ability to go to the house, to make the big plays. That dude's got some jets.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Got his man in the middle. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Throwing Russell. Buys a little time. There's got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Running inside, it's Hill. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go play action with Moore. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Stewart. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes to the right. He's at the top, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
It's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Russell, under fire, finds a spot in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break.
And it's a fumble on the play. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's a heat. On the move, he fires. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. Again, it's Russell. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Keelan Russell looking to scramble. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown Tide! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. He'll try to tack on one more. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more snap coming before halftime. The run inside. It's Hill. At the 35, he's loose. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Ready, go!
More play action. He lobs one high down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Tied, ready to roll on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He leaves it with his back, and they'll knock him down. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Throwing Russell. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Russell will throw for it on fourth. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Alabama quickly back to the line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this.
Got a little grass. Got enough for the first. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Russell. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Mack from the gun on third down. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Fourth down, Austin Mack. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Alabama! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Making side adjustments here.
Hey, check it. There you go.
Moore with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. The sure hands, it's Johnson. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Takes a handoff. It's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Oregon! And that one will put him up here in the second half. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Running inside, it's Hill. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Breaks free in the middle. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking it, understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one. And that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Davison. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The run inside. It's Hill. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offense?
He's going to let it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Austin Mack. Catch in the middle. It's Rodgers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. This third down a little longer after that penalty. To the air, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game?
Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here, and man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. Back to throw for it on fourth. Made a defender miss. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Throwing Mack. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Punts it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Gets it out quickly. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Mack finds his target down the middle. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? So now it's 2nd and long. Keelan Russell. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Dropping back, it's Mack. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
That is no good. After that failed field goal attempts, fellas, still tie ball game. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Dante Moore fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
They'll run it. It's Davison. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He might want another play. Moore to the air. On target. That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
In the gun on third down, Moore fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They take the lead here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Throwing Russell. Starts to scramble to the left. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see.
Snagged it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
Not all close games are created equal, but